Hey, am I a loser?
No. Why do you ask?
I just blew up my life without any sort of plan. You know, no job, no ride, no home.
No clue.
Lily.
No, she's right. I have no clue what to do next.
Clip from North of North. It's a brand new comedy series about a young Inuk woman on a mission to reinvent herself in her tiny Arctic town.
And we're thrilled to be sitting down with the star of the series, Anna Lambe. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show, Anna. That was a little taste. Can you tell us a little bit more about the series?
So the series follows Yaya, a young Inuk mother, who makes mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It's a bit of a wild ride. It was a very wild ride to film. I'm so used to doing like drama and kind of being in like the darker, a little bit sadder side of things. So to be as chaotic and unhinged and a little bit explosive at times for this one was really interesting and really fun.
Oh my God, that makes me happy. I laughed out loud in the first one. It's fantastic. So the series is set in the North and shot on location in and around your hometown of Iqaluit. What was it like filming back at home?
I moved back in with my parents to film the show, which was really great. I would like come home at the end of like, you know, a 12-hour day and my dad would be like, oh, there's pasta for you in the fridge. I'd be like, thank you. But you know, the character goes through so many embarrassing moments and really uncomfortable things and very public outbursts. So filming it in Iqaluit, where the background actors were my cousins and people I went to school with, and my brother's girlfriend has a role on the show.
Wow.
It kind of added an extra layer of like, yeah, if I'm blushing, it's because I'm actually really embarrassed having to do this in front of you guys.
Peers and friends. Oh my God.
Well, the creators of the series, Stacey Aglock McDonald and Alethea Arquak Barrel, they have invested in a brand new studio space in Iqaluit, which is phenomenal. And it's going to be the very first major film and TV production studio in the North, period. We feel how big of a deal that is, but how big of a deal is it?
I mean, Stacey and Alethea are trailblazers and door openers for so many of us in the North, young and old, and they're really, you know, creating opportunities that we never had before. And I'm sure when we were filming Grizzlies, having the opportunity to have like a proper studio would have helped so much. And I mean, even when we were filming this, we took over the curling rink in Iqaluit for a winter because we didn't have a studio space. It was still being built. And I think, you know, as a young actor and as somebody who wants to direct and produce and write, that knowing that there will be a studio space that can be used. Not everything has to be shot in Toronto or down south, that it's going to allow for more access to storytelling. It's going to open doors for young Inuit and young people in the North who want to act and maybe they don't have an opportunity right now, but they will. So I think it's a real level up for the North and for film and for what also the capacity of like what will be able to be filmed in the North now.
Wow. So nicely said. And I don't doubt you're going to direct and produce. You'll be back on our show for that. But I want to stick with acting for just a moment because there's this pivotal scene in the first episode, the pilot, where you fall off a boat and you are submerged in water. It's a little harrowing. I want to know, this is what I want to know. Did you have any training to act underwater? How do you do that?
For this one, I was so nervous because like I can swim. Like I can swim and get by. But when it came to like being completely submerged in water, I have a real fear around like having my head underwater.
Oh, wow.
And having to like be under and, you know, not only being underwater, but wearing a parka, wearing, you know, all of this clothing and having to put like weights in your pockets to hold yourself down while you're in there. I was terrified. Thankfully, very, very wonderful stunt team that had like taken me to the pool, and we were able to coordinate like swimming lessons and like lessons in falling in the water.
Yeah.
And you know, all of the stunt team were incredible swimmers. So they would kind of like hold my feet at the bottom of the pool and make sure that I could stay under and stuff. They were really great.
Supportive.
And, like, extra special shout out to Lise, who like day in and day out, she was like, I would kind of come up and be like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous. And she's like, no, you can do it. You're
You
going
got
down.
this.
And I
You
was
got
like,
this.
okay, cool, I'm going.
Wow.
But it was her kind of like tough love and support and belief in me that really helped make that scene and those few days of shooting in the pool go really smoothly.
Well, this past September, you actually attended the Emmys for the first time, and you absolutely stunned on the red carpet. Can you talk to us about that night? You looked amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. I'm a little small town Canadian actor, and I was walking around and I was like, oh my God.
Did you get starstruck by people?
Yeah.
Who did you get starstruck by?
Meryl Streep. I was like shaking, but it was one of those things where it was like, oh my God, like my life is so weird, and this is like every time I kind of enter a new space, it's like I never thought I would get this far.
Yeah.
And every new space is just like so exciting and so unbelievable. And I was very, very grateful. I was invited by Kathy Dugnock-Rexford, who was one of the producers for True Detective. And so we just had like a great time, like sitting together, kind of like quietly and sneakily eating Tostitos while watching the show. And watching people. And she was doing this really fun thing of like creating a list of all the people that she saw, because she knew when she went back to Alaska, people would be like, so who did you see? So.
I gotta ask, confirm or deny, did you wear slippers to the after party?
I did wear slippers to
You
the
did?
after party.
Yes!
I love that.
It's just, when it's like, when you take your shoes off, it was actually these shoes. When you take your shoes off and you're like, you'd have to pay me really big bucks to put those back on.
Yeah.
Like big bucks.
Proud of you.
Well, you're doing great today. Congratulations on the new project. We cannot wait for everybody else to see it. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. North of North, it premieres here in Canada on Tuesday, January the 7th on CBC and on APTN. The series will make its global launch on Netflix in the spring of 2025, so check it out. We'll be right back.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.